Hello friends, this is Chloe and today we're going to talk about kombucha. It's a fairly new food in the American Western culture. So we're going to talk about what is kombucha, what are the health benefits of kombucha, and review the top kombucha brands on the market right now. Kombucha is basically a fermented food, and if you're not familiar with fermented foods, they are one of the most important foods in your diet. Most traditional cultures, before refrigeration came out, had many fermented foods, which actually preserved the food in lieu of refrigeration. Many of our ancestors ate fermented foods as a digestive aid. Fermented foods are basically a food that has been pre-digested by a good bug, a good bacteria that is actually beneficial to your gut and to your immune system and health. From lacto-fermented raw sauerkraut to fermented tea kombucha. Those are all great ways to get probiotics in your diet. Yogurt is another example of fermented food that I forgot to mention, and kefir. Lots of good fermented dairies that have been common throughout history. So let's check out kombucha. Kombucha is a fermented tea that came from China. It's been used in China traditionally, medicinally, for thousands and thousands of years, and is very common throughout Russia and China. Kombucha is one of its biggest benefits is it detoxifies your body, and the way it does that is through the good bacteria as well as the acids that are created from the fermentation process. And when it detoxifies your body, it basically it's cleansing your liver so it can function better, and also detoxifying is a big way that people help to prevent cancer and even reverse cancer. This is due to the glucaric acid, which is a product of the fermentation process. Also, kombucha has a lot of glucosamines, which, if you've heard that word before, it's usually associated with joint health. It's also full of antioxidants, it boosts your immune system, and as we've already mentioned, digestive and health gut aid. Probiotics, fights candida, reduces candida overgrowth, and also due to detoxifying creates mental clarity, more energy, and reduces and eliminates symptoms of fibromyalgia, depression, and anxiety. Again, mostly due to detoxifying the body and boosting the immune system. I want to mention real quick that it is possible to make kombucha at home, but the culture has to be maintained, which can get to be a lot of work if you have a busy life. However, you can find quite a few websites that will show you in detail how to ferment your own kombucha at home. So let's talk about some of the popular kombucha brands on the market now. Here in my photo, I have some of the most common ones you can find at most grocery stores, health food stores, and even sometimes at mini marts and such as well. So as you're starting kombucha, you might want a different brand than those of you who've been drinking it for a while. So I'm going to talk about the price, how much sugar each one has, what the taste is, whether it's a strong fermented taste or whether you can taste the tea in it, whether it's very fruity. All of these kombuchas have a slightly different taste. So some of these kombuchas are more for the casual soda drinker, and some of these are for the hardcore health nut. Here we go. First, let's start with GT Kombuchas. These are probably the ones you've seen the most. They've been on the market for the longest time that I know. There might have been other ones before them, but these are the ones that I've seen in health food stores for quite a few, at least the last 10 years or more. And they have quite a few varieties of these now. They have the original kombucha, and they have the synergies, and then they also have the one here you see me holding on the left, the classic synergy, and this one is now in a black bottle with a 21 and over warning label because it has slightly higher alcohol content than the other ones, so it's the original one. And this one, when we talked to the kombucha experts at Whole Foods, they said this one is the most popular, the black one, for buzz, for the people that just want a kombucha to get a little buzz, something healthy and alternative to beer and other alcoholic beverages that are damaging to the liver. But this one's very popular, and this one has, let's talk about how this one tastes. This one is very low sugar. It usually has about 2 to 5 grams of sugar. It has a strong fermentation taste. Sometimes there's little pieces of the culture floating in it, which I think is a good thing because you're just adding to the good colonies in your body when you drink them. It also has a very true flavor to whatever the name of the flavor is on the front. So this one right here that I'm holding is my favorite flavor, gingerberry. And the flavor of the other ones is pretty true to flavor. The grape is very grape tasting. It doesn't have a high tea taste. It's very low on the tea taste actually. It's pretty sparkling, very sparkling. So overall it's a very fruity, not too sweet, fermented, sparkling tasting one, and you can get these for about $3.79 on the mainland. They're usually a little closer to $5 if you live in Hawaii and harder to reach places in the world. So that's GT's kombuchas. Next we're going to look at the Health-Ade Kombucha. Now this one is the most popular for taste. This kombucha and GT's are probably the most hardcore kombuchas in my opinion because they have a very kombucha, true traditional fermented taste to them. They don't have a lot of extra sugars and flavorings added to them. So this one in my opinion has a very fermented, mellow taste, very light on the fruity taste. A fair to average, maybe slightly strong tea taste. The sparkling taste is very good too. It's very low sugar. This Health-Ade Kombucha usually has around 3 grams of sugar. So GT's and Health-Ade, I would say, have the lowest grams of sugar. I mean, 3 grams of sugar is like as much sugar as my daughter's gummy vitamin C. So that's pretty low. A normal average soda pop that's not healthy for you at all has at least 40 grams of sugar or more. So 3 grams of sugar, 5 grams of sugar is extremely low, very easy for somebody with watching glycemic index to consume. So the Health-Ade Kombucha is about $4.99 a bottle, one of the more higher priced ones, and is the most popular kombucha for taste. Now let's check out the BU. This kombucha drink has a really nice packaging. I think that's one of the reasons it's popular. This drink is the most popular for price. This one is about $3.39 a bottle, and it's a really nice taste. This one's actually probably one of the easier ones if it's your first time trying kombucha. It has a really nice, light, refreshing taste. The kind of soda pop taste as far as just having a very light fermentation. It's not like overbearing with the vinegariness at all, and it's still another very low sugar one. This would probably be just about the similar to the GT's as far as having about 5 grams of sugar. It does not have a strong tea taste. You don't really taste the tea in this one. Anyway, I love these flavors. Tangerine and tropical are my 2 favorites. And the BU it's a great refreshing drink to have, you know, with your dinner. When you're just craving a refreshing drink, but you're not necessarily liking the strong fermented taste of kombucha. This one's really nice and refreshing. Again, for about $3.39 a bottle. And next here we have GT Kombucha. This one I think is also a great starting one. It's a really good price and all their flavors are delicious. It's a really mild fermentation taste, pretty fruity. You can taste the tea a little bit. The herbal ones are great. It has a little more sugar than the others, 11 grams, which is still pretty low. I find this to be a really nice palatable kombucha, and this one's about $3.49 a bottle. Really great product. So overall, great product for a great price. Next here we have Bucha, and this one's pretty similar to Reed's, about 12 grams of sugar. Not very fermented tasting, very sparkling, very fruity, not a lot of strong tea taste. Really great price, about $3.19 a bottle, making it a really nice price and great choice for a very refreshing kombucha. Lastly here I have Revive Kombucha, which is a new one for me that I recently tried. This one has a nice kind of a cream soda taste. I noticed that seems like quite a few of them have vanilla and almond extract in them, so they have this is probably the least fermented tasting of all of them. If you have never tried kombucha, this would probably be the easiest one especially if you're a soda pop drinker and you're trying to kick that habit. Check these out. These would really hit the spot for you. And they're still pretty low sugar. They have 8 grams of sugar, which if you're a soda drinker, that's incredible. I mean, you're gonna save your health right there, besides the good kombucha cultures that you're getting to detox your body. So check out these Revive kombuchas. They taste a lot like a cream soda. Very little tea taste, a little slightly fruity taste, very sparkling, very low fermented taste, and just a really delicious, refreshing kombucha drink. This wraps up our kombucha reviews. The great thing about all the options on the market now is you really can't get bored with kombucha. Just keep trying new ones and find the one that you love. And if you get bored, try a new one as well. So there's a lot of good ones. I go back to ones and switch them up all the time. Love kombucha, love the benefits of it. Amazing products. Hope you enjoyed all this information. This is Chloe wishing you vibrant health. Have a beautiful day.
It was a big thumbs up. Bye! Like and subscribe for more great videos. Bye. Bye.
Bye.
Say bye.